Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I am your host, Victory Nub, and today we are looking at Back to the Future, developed by Beam Software and published by LJN and released in the United States in September of 1989. Now, obviously, if you're seeing the little trademark at the bottom of the screen, this is the trademark for the release of the movie that the game is based on. I found an interesting little note at the very beginning of my research on the game today, which simply stated that the producer of the movies, Bob Gale, said that this was quite possibly one of the worst games ever made, and that he encouraged people in interviews to not buy the game at all. Now, I've played this maybe one time, and I don't think I rented it. I think this is a game that I actually picked up at a friend's or possibly a family member's house. Looked at it one time, said, I don't really like this, and that was the only time I ever played it. But we'll go ahead and give it a fair shake today and see if it's worth your time to play it. So first thing that I noticed that is very strange is the fact that I'm spending my time picking up clocks. Not sure what that has anything to do with the movie. Okay, well, I can die by getting stung, apparently. It also seems like it's saving my sister, because I assume the pictures at the very bottom of the screen are supposed to be me and my sisters, or my siblings, rather, because he had one sister and one brother in the movie. And I'm guessing that is their way of kind of representing the fact that your character is slowly being erased because of the interference he created in the movie by traveling back in time in 1955 and stopping his father from getting hit by his future father-in-law by the vehicle that he was driving, and then his mother falling in love with George. And it looks like my sister's gone, so there you go. Alright, so what do we gotta do? Are we just gonna travel another neighborhood? I'm pretty sure that at no point in the original movie was Marty McFly dressed like a greaser. In fact, he made almost no effort to fit in. He kind of just tried to get out of there and make absolutely no effort to change himself. Feel like they didn't approach that angle until the second and third movies. Oh, hey, oh, come on. Why is all the people beating him up, the gang members, all dressed like, I don't know, they're wearing hot pink and wearing sunglasses, and I don't feel like that was anyone in those movies. Go away! No! Oh, you jerks. Am I dead? No. I guess they give you until Marty disappears to... Oh, hey, oh. Oh, oh. Alright, I think. No. Stupid bees! Whoa! So I suppose in a video game about the... What? Oh, I ran out of time. Alright, well, there you go. Oh, that just cost me one life. Okay, I thought it was over. So you gotta pick these up, but apparently it doesn't end the game if you don't keep all the people in your little family photo there alive. So anyway, let's talk about the movie a little bit. I actually had to study the movie as a part of a film studies class that I took in college, and this was regarded by the professor as one of the greatest movies of all time. Hard to argue. I think it is one of the best written scripts of any movie that I think I've ever seen. It's so well written from start to finish. They make just the right kind of references at the very beginning to kind of lay out the overarching plot, and they're so subtle, and there's so many things that you won't find out about until later in the movie, but they are necessary to set up what's happening. Just in the opening scene, you hear a little news report about some stolen plutonium that of course, Doc Brown had stolen he didn't actually steal it. The Libyans that he had hired stole because they were trying to create a bomb, and he just wanted it as part of the time machine that he was building. The little picture of Harold Lloyd hanging off the clock, actually hanging from one of the arms of the clock, emulates the final scene of the movie one of the final scenes of the movie where Doc is actually hanging from the arm of a clock when he's trying to connect the cable to the clock tower that they need to absorb the lightning. I think there's some dog food that's piling up, obviously, because Doc has the dog with him, and he's using him as part of the experiment to make sure the time machine works. As cruel as that is, American history has certainly tested major experiments by using animals first instead of humans. Whoa. Ah! Whoa. You also get a sense that Marty McFly has aspirations of being a musician in his future, because he goes into Doc's, whatever it is, workspace, home. I guess he's living in the garage at that point, to play around with the enormous speaker that's in there, and then ends up destroying it. Wow, there is a whole lot of you just walking through streets and picking up clocks, and I remember there being more to the game than just that. Whoa. Okay, we're good. We're good. Don't step on the crack. I'd really like to get to one of these other parts. Stupid bees! Yeah, the movie kind of makes me think of The Matrix in the sense that the first movie is just so brilliantly written, and unfortunately, because of the massive success that occurred, the push for sequels began almost immediately, and as a result, the sequels, which were more hastily written and maybe not as tightly thought through, tended to have a lot more problems to them. This first movie would have been fine as a standalone, but of course, at some point they decided to add the sequence at the very end, which was most likely just a joke. But when the sequels were considered to be kind of a sure thing that they absolutely had to do them, they ended up having to clean up some of the stuff that they had written into the end of the first movie. The fact that they wanted Marty's girlfriend, whose name is I'm blanking on right now, Jennifer, to come with them to the future, and unfortunately, because they didn't have the actress who played Jennifer available when they shot the sequels, which unfortunately is because her mother had cancer, I believe is what was going on. They had to bring in Elizabeth Shue, who did okay with the part. I mean, it wasn't exactly the most juicy part in the world, but they also realized very quickly that she wasn't really going to help move the plot along, that the story was really just about the relationship of Doc and Marty, and they ended up going with the route of just knocking her unconscious in the second movie, which is, that was a really dumb choice. Oh. Alright, we're doing alright. I want to get to one of these other parts. Why is it so difficult? Ah! Does he ever get a skateboard? Oh! Get out of here. Ah! Well, that explains why they're walking back and forth. I'm gonna die again. Oh, it was there! The intersection was right there. I have 99 clocks, but I don't know what they do. They don't seem to give you an extra life. Or maybe they do, and I just hadn't gotten one yet. Oh, no, you don't. Why is everyone spitting at me? I assume that's spit coming out of their bodies. Actually, another important question. Why is the entirety of Hill Valley filled with what I assume are Africanized killer bees? Because they are very violent and they're everywhere? I wouldn't think in 1955 the bees were that much of a problem, but who knows? Maybe that was the secret plot of Back to the Future. Every time they traveled through time, they created a more murderous species of bee. Ah! Seriously, stop spitting at me. Alright, we made it. We made it! I think we're gonna see the extra stuff that they put into the game. Way too much walking down the streets, I'll tell you that much. I don't feel like that was a major part of the movies. Lou's Cafe, bullies to go! Okay. Well, let's go. I don't know why he just fell. Alright, well, I got him. Oh, no, you don't. Get out of here. Everyone remembers this famous scene from Back to the Future when Marty is throwing malts at people? I'm doing a decent job so far. Uh-oh. Oh! Almost. Oh, look at this. It's starting to get a little tricky. Oh! Oh! Got him. I feel like Biff's gang included about 100 people, which is what it seems like is going on here. Uh-oh. I'm done. I had to survive for another 22 seconds, and that didn't happen. Oh, my goodness. And that's how they ended the movie, was when his neck got broken. Ouch! They sure threw you out in a hurry. Tough luck, Marty. It looks like you're stuck here. Is that the end of the game? That's the end of the game. They're like, well, you got beaten up by the bully one time. Sorry. Start all over. All right. I think we'll give this one more try. And if I get stuck at the same spot, maybe we'll just go ahead and call it an episode. Make it a real short one. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob Gale kind of nailed it on the head. This isn't a great game. Oh, come on! And what's with the bees? I'm gonna turn into Nick Cage over here. Not the bees! Oh. Some other fun facts about the movie, at least, of Back to the Future. Of course, everyone knows that the car that they chose to use for the movie was the DeLorean. Originally, Ford Motor Company approached the studio to try to get them to use a Mustang as the time machine, and Bob Gale, producer, rather famously said, Doc Brown doesn't drive no f***ing Mustang, or something like that. Now, the irony there, of course, is they chose the DeLorean, which is pretty legendary for being one of the most overrated pieces of crap in the history of motor vehicles. Not well designed at all. Ah! I'm gonna die again. This is the first area and I can't make it through. Too many bees! Marty McFly was originally going to be, well, I should say originally. They originally wanted Michael J. Fox to play Marty McFly. Unfortunately, at the time, he was working on Family Ties as well, and didn't think he was going to be available. Actually, it might have been Teen Wolf that he was working on at that time. And they actually had a backup actor, Eric Stoltz, and Stoltz actually came in and recorded a couple of scenes for the movie, and they took a look at some of the results from those scenes and said, we can't use this guy, he has no charisma. Yeah, he was not the choice to play a character that is supposed to be a comedic actor, and Eric Stoltz just doesn't have the chops for that. So yeah, they made the choice to recast after shooting some of the movie, and they had to pay something like $4 million to continue to produce the movie, but with a new lead. It was the right choice, frankly. I don't know if this movie would have had anywhere near the success that it did if they had gone with Eric Stoltz as the lead actor. I'm sure everyone already knows this, but the time machine actually completes its time traveling by reaching the speed 88 miles an hour. What is an 8 sideways? It is the infinity symbol, which is why they chose that number. Fun note, and I'm sure they didn't do this as a result, but it turns out that the reported speed or length of time for the DeLorean to get up to speed, the actual vehicle, not the time machine, from 0 to 60 is 8.8 seconds. So, fun little coincidence there. Whoa! Sure, a lot of people already knew this as well. Crispin Glover, who played George McFly in the first movie, did not reappear in any of the other ones because the studio decided that the lion's share of the budget for paying the actors was going to go to Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. All the other actors were paid significantly less money than those two guys, and Crispin was like, you got to pay me this amount or I'm not coming back. The studio declined, and instead of having him reappear in the second movie, they reused stuff that they had used or filmed for the first film. And I think in the future section of the movies where there's an appearance by a much older George McFly, they had another guy in heavy makeup and then hung him upside down for the entire scene because of a back problem. So, yeah, they kind of screwed him out. And then it turns out that there was some legislation that may have been passed as a result of what happened to Crispin Glover because they used his likeness without his approval in that second movie. And, yeah, you can't do that anymore. Oh. Oh, come on! She's off screen. That was cheap. Still have no idea what all these clocks are doing other than keeping my siblings from fading from time, but they give you a counter there, and it didn't seem like it was giving me any extra lives. Well, hey, oh, no. Seriously, I just want to see one pest control truck drive by. Did they have DDT at this point? Was that the hot chemical being used to get rid of bugs? Because, man, they really needed to use some. Yes, I know that the planet may lose all life if the bees are killed off, but Jesus, look at how much they're stinging me. It's not worth it. We'll find another bug. Our planet will cross-pollinate itself using dung beetles. Dung beetles don't sting people! Oh! I actually have no idea if dung beetles sting people. No! Oh, fake out. I haven't touched a bowling ball, but I am fairly certain if I do, it's gonna trip me or cause me harm. Really would have been nice is if, since they're so obsessed with him dodging so many enemies, if they had given you something you could throw. I don't know what he would throw. It's not like Marty was constantly chucking things at people in those movies. I guess the frisbee in the third would have been the only time he actually did that. He tried to act tough a bunch and even threatened to fight people, but it never turned out in his favor because it turns out Michael J. Fox is a very, very small man. All right, we're going to get our redemption try at the diner here. Bullies to go. I do like that the text there is a kind of Art Deco. Kind of. Not really. I don't remember what the bartender's name, but I like the part where George walks into the cafe to try to hit on Lorraine and walks up to the bar and whatever the guy's name he says the guy's name, Marvin? Might have been, not Marvin. Whatever it was, he goes, Lou, malt, chocolate. Like, it doesn't sound tough at all. Is it over again? Ouch, they sure threw you out in a hurry. Okay, so they gave you another chance. It must have been based on the number of lives I had left. Which, I have 2, so... I did better than the first time. That's the important part. Well, no, I don't. Unless, of course, I die again here, and then, well... Oh, come on! This may be one of the few times where I actually do a little bit of save scumming on this channel, because I'm playing this on a Retron 5, and this is going to be a really short episode if I give up after the second try getting to this cafe. I want to see if he actually gets anything to defend himself. Give him a skateboard! Oh, come on! You jerks. Oh. I don't know how people manage to make it around town with all this garbage laying in the streets. Garbage, potted plants, bowling balls. I really like bowling in Hill Valley, I guess. Okay. Dude! I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it! Oh, I was there. I was so close I could taste the asphalt. Oh, no, you don't. Alright, not worth it. Not worth it. Stay away. Marty's got to be realistic with himself. He never loved his sister that much, so she's got to be the first to go. If it'll keep him alive, well, I'm sorry, but I'll just have to let her disappear from history. I have not cleared this one time! I don't get why they give you a jump button. It doesn't seem like it actually does any jumping. Also, they may have picked the worst sound effect for the jump button in the history of man. Don't you dare! Oh. Stop spitting at me, people! Oh, come on, I'm so close. Don't you dare. There it is. Alright. I'm gonna save scum here. I wanna make it past this cafe. Alright, here we go. Save state. I think I do it that way. Yep, that worked. So I might have misunderstood, but I think I was hitting the wrong button, and there might be like a clear screen button that I was hitting to start. It was the B button. Because it seemed like the first 2 times that I did that, I hit the B button by accident, and it just kind of knocked a guy over. I don't know, maybe Marty secretly has control over the force. Oh, cross-franchise action there. Alright, so that's not a counter in the corner. That's the number of bullies that he's knocked down. I have no idea how many I gotta do then. Doing alright? Don't knock her down. She's good, I guess. I got a malt! No, you jerks! Oh. Is that it? Is it over? Damn it! So what was the malt for? And how many do I gotta knock down? Is it over? Because I'll start over. Yep, it's over. Alright, we'll try that again. Here we go. I will say it's not the easiest perspective in the world to try to get the horizontal line to hit a target in this mode. And I have a fairly good idea with some of them, but a couple of them I've just whiffed on. Nope, this one. Almost missed that one. Oh. Whoa. And I'll try to hit B if I need it. Don't hit her. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! All right, we're reloading. I don't know what it's going to take to get past this area, but we're going to do it. I tell you, the big miss so far with the game, the really big miss is Back to the Future has a fantastic soundtrack. And boy, that main song that they were playing through all the walking scenes was not great. And it sounded nothing like Back to the Future's theme song. Then you get to the cafe where you would think, hey, there's a jukebox. They'd probably have some music playing. Nope, no music. It's just noises of me throwing stuff. Nope, almost. Nope, no! Oh, come on. All right, doing it again. Get him. Oh, almost botched that. Get out of here. I'm glad they don't give you a limit on the amount of ammo you have in this section. All right, don't hit her. Oh, no, no. Oh, yeah, I timed that perfect. It was getting a little hectic. Oh! I don't know what they need me to do. This is, there's just too much of this. Why are you not moving? There you go. I would hope what happens is I get to 50 and it ends. Or maybe they have a really crude model of Biff that shows up and you got to hit him like twice to knock him down, and then it's over. But yeah, if Biff was hanging out around with a gang of like 15 people, Marty never would have made it out. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, come on. All right. We're going to go maybe one or two more times, and then I think I'll call it an episode. Just have this the unresolved second, not even second, I'd say first section of the game. And it looks like there's 3 major levels based on the map that they show you, which is one of them is in the school. Obviously, the diner is one, and then I guess the dance hall that they go to for the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. Get him. All right, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Oh, no. No, you don't. Ah, I hit the waitress. I don't know what that's doing for me. I don't think it was giving me an extra life. No! There's too many of these guys to hit. They went too hard, and I hit the button. I don't know how many times you can do that. Maybe you can do it every time. Like there's an unlimited number of just knock everyone down buttons. They also didn't really explain what's happening there. I like that one of the original ideas that they had for the time machine in the movie was that it was going to be a device that had to be carried like on a flatbed truck, which would have been a terrible idea. Oh, I didn't do it in time. All right, one more try while I'm talking here. Nope, come on. They wanted to put the time machine on the back of a flatbed truck. And the only way to power the device was going to be to use not only the energy of a nuclear bomb, which meant that they were going to have to drive the vehicle into a nuclear explosion to get the machine to work, but also that it was going to run instead of on gasoline on Coca-Cola. Ironically, the second movie was very heavily sponsored by Pepsi because, you know, when he goes into the movie, the retro cafe in the second movie, he gets a Pepsi, whatever it was, Pepsi free. I think it was what they were calling the sugar-free Pepsi. Actually, I think he asked for one in the first movie. Because he walks in there and goes, yeah, can I get a Pepsi free? And he's like, if you want a Pepsi, you're going to pay for it. Oh, no, you don't. Quit throwing your fries at me. Not my fault you guys can't get your order in time. Oh, let's see if it gets to 50. Okay, it's not 50. I don't know what it is. Get out of here. Oh, it's over. I got to 60. I beat up 60 of Biff's gang members, and that still wasn't enough for this stupid game. I'm guessing the thing that the waiter or waitress drops off. Oh, there we go. Well done, Marty. Head for the school. So I guess the thing that the waitress is dropping off is like a bonus multiplier. All right, we continue on until I run out of lives, and then I'm going to call it an episode. Oh, look at this. They did the streets here in concrete instead of asphalt. But they also did the sidewalks in asphalt, so whatever. Still with the bees. So many damn bees. I don't know why they take away the clocks when you die. That doesn't seem like it's terribly fair. Get out of here. Oh, no, you don't. Ah! Ooh! No, you don't. Oh. Get off screen. Oh. Oh, come on. I did not jump into that. So apparently if your body is in the air on a horizontal plane with an object that you're still 5 feet away from, they count it as being on the same horizontal plane. That's stupid. I want to make it to the school. But I'm not going to force the issue. I'm not going to do save state here. I just wanted to see what happens after you made it past the cafe. And apparently you just keep playing the same crap that you did before. With maybe more obstacles that you got to avoid. And more hula girls that spit at you. Please, no more bees. And why are there so many broken windows in this place? Is it because of the giant bees? Are the bees breaking windows? I feel like other than keeping my siblings and myself alive, these clocks do nothing. You don't get extra lives for picking them up. They don't add time to your clock. Why wouldn't you get time by picking up the clocks? Isn't that kind of the whole point of having a clock in a game? Oh, come on! I was past the trash. Alright, I made it just barely after tripping once. Am I at the school yet? Let me be at the school. off at school. I will save scum again. Damn it! I wasn't there. All right, we gotta lock it in. I want to make the school, but I'm not gonna cheat to do it. No bees. This is a bee-free zone. I got the D. Damn it! There's bees. You gotta play on the edge of the screen in order to get them to go away. Oh, that one didn't go away. Stay away from me. No, no! Oh, split it. No, no! You're not gonna break my stride. You're not gonna hold me down. Oh no. I gotta keep on moving. Oh no, you don't. And let me tell you, I watched a video a while back of the dude that sings that song. And boy, he gets after it. I mean, not in a way that's actually considered cool by modern standards in any way whatsoever, but he had some swagger to him. Are we at the school? I'm gonna save scum the crap out of this. No, dang it! One more block. That's one block too many. I want no more blocks. You're at the school, man. Now you're just making excuses. You're trying to skip class. Nope, nope, nope. Ooh. I'll be honest, the picture here at the bottom doesn't look like his brother. It kind of looks like it's supposed to be Doc. But Doc was never in danger of being erased from history. Ow, you jerk! I got the full court press. They didn't give me a chance to get away from him. Oh, that's just not fair. There's nowhere to go to avoid him. And you're not given any options for fighting back. No, get away from me. The only person I can save is myself, and the person I save is myself, and that's it. Stay away. So close. So close! Don't you dare. Oh, I can smell the cafeteria lunch, and it's terrible. They're doing meatloaf again. Here we go. We're gonna take one more crack at the school. Or one crack at the school. Alright, so we need to save here. Save state. Hill Valley High. Break Lorraine's heart. Which apparently is just dodging hearts? Wait. Oh! Sorry, Marty, you're too cute for your own good. You have to block the hearts. He's holding something up to stop them from getting to him, which is a choice. Alright. So I gotta get to the bottom and stop that heart from reaching me. God, his mom was thirsty. And look, Michael J. Fox, very attractive dude, but man, she doesn't act like a hoe bag in the movie. At least not at the beginning of the movie, when she's an old lady and she's had the life sucked out of her soul. Oh, this is brutal. Seriously, where is the teacher to be like, yo, put your pants back on, kids? Can I do, is there a screen clearer button? No, there isn't. God, if you kissed this much this fast, I swear you would have no energy left to walk. She is just a love machine. And I am apparently a love blocking machine, because this is going way longer than I thought I was going to... Ah! They finally got me. Was that close enough? Bonus 2 usually means I get beyond this area. Did I do it? Did I do it? Yes! Looking good, Marty. Better get to the dance. Oh, I didn't think I was going to be able to do this. I might, you know what? I hate that I'm going to do this. I might save scum to get to the dance. I want to see the dance. I want to see what stupid counter he's going to be behind that he's got to protect. I'm not going to do that. I think we've looked at enough at this game. I'll just get as far as I can without having to cheat. And if I get to the dance, that'd be awesome. Oh, with the bees! Also, who paints their streets orange? Also, I don't think he was back in time that long. It wasn't like an entire season. Here it looks like he literally has gone from like spring to fall. Ooh. Should be weird because he would have had to stay there long enough to go up in a grade. And I mean, they looked like they were all high school students at the point that they filmed. I mean, they shoot old to look young in most movies where, you know, they have young adults who are in their 20s playing teenagers. And that's just by virtue of the fact that, you know, the older you are, you tend to be a little bit better of an actor. But man, they all looked like they should have been in, like, I don't know, junior year of their bachelor degree. Oh, come on, get there, get there. Go, 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 go. Yes! So 21, 22 at that point. They all looked way too old to be in high school. Who? No! Stop spitting! What is the matter with you people? Is this how you communicate your love? You spit? No, you don't. Oh. Marty's in trouble. He's fading. Nope. No! Not safe. Don't do it. Oh, I gotta hit like every clock going from now until the end of this area because I am in trouble! Nope. Get away. No, you don't. Oh, that bee should have got me. Oh, no, you don't. I'm surprised they're letting me get as far as I am and still taking a hit. It seems like I should be at the point now where I simply can't take a hit or I'm gonna fail. Why do you have to stop at every corner and then run another block? So I got, what, 3 more sections before I get to the school? Maybe? Unless I stop in the middle of the street at some point. Yeah, look at that. They don't even restart the photograph. You start wherever you were in the last one. So I have to hit, like, every clock. Oh, come on! Stop spitting! Go home! Hula in the privacy of your own home. Where there's obviously oodles of room to do that without knocking things over. Be in trouble here. Alright. Alright. Oh, no, it's over. It's gotta be over. I'm dead. Yep. I had an extra life, though, I think. 1 extra life. Yeah, okay. Oh, they make these too difficult. I mean, everything about this game is too difficult, but a good chunk of it has nothing to do with the movie. At no point was he grabbing malts off the counter of the local kids' hangout cafe and throwing them at people. Alarm clocks only briefly appeared at the beginning of the movie to beat you over the head with the notion that this movie's about time. And if Marty was this under siege from bees, I don't think anyone would have watched the movie. They'd be like, I mean, Back to the Future was an okay movie to start, but what was with all the bees? on, you bee! I'm not gonna make it. I died too many times here. I'm gonna get right... I'm gonna get right to the end, and I'll be, like, right at the frickin' finish line, and I'll die. It's over. It's over. I lost. Ah, well. Okay, that's gonna do it for our look at the game here today. Just go ahead to offer some final thoughts on it. Too much walking on the streets. There's way too much of that, and it's not terribly good gameplay. I mean, they don't give you a weapon to defend yourself with. You can jump, but jumping doesn't seem to clear anything half the time. And if you do jump, you run the risk of running into something on the horizontal plane of your body, even if when you landed back on the ground, you wouldn't have been near them. You would have been 5 feet away. Too many bees. Too many bees. What's with the bees? Why are people spitting so much? Why is there so much crap in the streets? How do people drive around town with all that crap in the streets? Once you finally get to the actual, like, movie-related segments of the gameplay, where you're in the cafeteria or you're at the school, the gameplay just has one other change, and that's just move up and down on the edge of a table or a counter and either block hearts that, you know, Lorraine is shooting at you for some reason, or throw malts at the bullies. And they don't tell you how to beat it. Like, you just keep playing until you lose. And there's no clearly defined marker that was showing up on screen saying, if you get to this point, you'll win the level. I just happened to make it to the goal for both of those 2 levels, and the game was like, all right, you can move on to the next area. Would have been better if they had given you any kind of indication how to do that. Also, would have been nice if they explained what exactly the B button was doing in the first area where I could hit it and all the enemies in the level just fell over. Like, what is that? What's happening? It's like the cheat button, but they don't tell you what the cheat's actually doing. Not great music at all. The one theme song doesn't sound anything like the music from Back to the Future, and it's the only song we heard the entire game. Like, they didn't put any music in the secondary levels. You know, the ones based on the movie, where it probably would have made the most sense to actually have the music from the movie in it. Bad choice there. Terrible choice there. And I can't imagine it's because the game was so complex that they couldn't fit another song into it. I think this was just, a choice on their part not to put the effort in to make a secondary song. And it's pretty clear why Bob Gale hated this game so much. My regret for this episode, obviously, would have been if I had ever rented it, wasting the money to rent this one time, because, boy, licensed games, there's a reason why they ended up helping to basically cause the gaming collapse in 1983, and that's because they were all shovelware. It was garbage pushed out as fast as it could be produced just to try to capture the not zeitgeist, but basically the energy surrounding a movie release. E.T. was largely blamed for what happened with the gaming crash, although I don't think it was just that. I mean, there were tons of licensed properties. Basically every candy or food that you can imagine was made into an Atari game at some point. I think there was a Kool-Aid Man game at some point, believe it or not. That sounds as dumb as that sounds. Someone made a game on the Kool-Aid Man. This is a bad game. This is a really bad game. I would never have rented this again if I had ever rented it in the first place. But yeah, not great. That's going to do it for this episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.